Rap Lab. Welcome to the Rap Lab.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's a brand new episode of the Rap Lab podcast. New interview on tap. It's your main man, Alfred.
What up? It's your boy, the one and only, the only one, the Rev Barber MC.
Y'all know who it is. Y'all know what I do. Always keeping it true. It's the Q.
And ladies and gentlemen, we got a special guest in the building. You see him on the bottom of your screen. You may know him as $20 or International Jones. We got Fiend in the house. Fiend, thank you for stopping by.
It's all good, man. So good to be here tonight. You feel me? Your main man, Fiend for the money, International Jones. What up?
Before we get into the interview, Fiend, I gotta maybe, well, you probably won't remember, but I had met you in Nashville back in November. We had I ran into you in the hotel elevator because I went to the No Limit reunion tour last November.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the picture of you and I, if you could see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
with the fly ass dressing rooms at that one.
I just gotta let you know, man. I never seen No Limit in concert or you live in person up until then. So that was a dope night, man. Y'all made my night. I waited like over 20 years for that concert.
That's crazy, man. I appreciate that. I just was talking to Servon about that downstairs. I said I'm just so grateful to be here to still kind of, to do these shows for people who missed 20 years plus, you know what I'm saying? Like got the music but never really saw it on tour. You know what I'm saying? So that's likewise, bro. Y'all made my night too. We cut up. Yeah, Montel Jordan, that bitch that night.
Oh yeah.
That's my man. That's what's up.
That was a good night. And I don't know if you remember, but you and I had like chopped it up for like 2 or 3 minutes, and you had asked me what song I wanted to hear, and I said, "Yo, as long as you do that, whoa, there, big time," I was like, "That'll do it." And that was one of the first ones you did. So,
Right.
I appreciate that.
For sure, got you, man. The tours are personal. The shows are must see. You heard me?
Right. First question I want to ask, and I kind of ask this to everybody, but like, what grabbed you towards rap? Like, what made you say, "Yeah, I want to do this as a job"?
What made me want to rap? What made me want to do this as a full-time gig? It had to be, like hearing Eric B. and Rakim for the first time, seeing Crush Groove, you know what I'm saying? Big Daddy Kane, you know what I'm saying? Watching the first rap videos, you feel me? It had to be. I was destined to be a hip hop baby. I loved it from the start. I was already doing poems as a kid. Writing I was real nice in my writing English class. But something about, man, when I first got a whiff of that Eric B. and Rakim and the Big Daddy Kane at DOC, seeing these cats doing this shit, looking so cool, doing this shit, I had to do it, bro. You heard me? I figured I was bit by the bug. I love hip hop. You heard me? I've never looked back. You heard me?
Gotcha.
That's nice. That's what's up. So if I'm not mistaken, you got your stage name under the influence of Eric B. and Rakim, being Microphone Fiend.
My guy Rivers, man, he's out the St. Thomas Project. Rivers used to be like, "Yo, bro, with your voice tone, bro, you gotta be like some type of fiend, bro, like Rakim, like he Microphone Fiend." He's like, "Fuck it, bro, just be Fiend, dog." You know what I'm saying? Because you be battling dudes, bro. You know what I'm saying? I used to get that a lot. You heard me? Addicted to busting rhymes. Addicted to getting money. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it just kind of stuck. Before it was a little, the first names they don't be all together thought out, you heard me?
Right.
Feel me? But eventually it ended up being what it was, you heard me? Yeah, Fiend, anything.
Nice.
And it's kind of dope that you segue into about your voice, because what I wanted to ask you, the first time I ever heard you was on Make 'Em Say and what stood out to me was your vocals. So I want to know, when did you discover that you had this unique, powerful voice that was different from everybody?
When did I discover this? It's hard to say. Like like the on the street, me running rhymes, or us, jamming to some music, or running some vocals to each other, is one sound. You know what I'm saying? And the studio is a little different. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I experienced it one time in the back of a car, running some raps with two of my friends, some brothers of mine. It's when I felt, you know what I'm saying, as far as something happened differently, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And saw their reaction, you know what I mean? And then studio, like to hear, like to lay vocals, is something else. It'll come to me like what song or whatever.
Right.
But yeah, man, I've just been blessed. I've always heard that you got a nice voice, or you got a distinctive voice. And just all these years still trying to figure out how to use it properly. You know what I mean? So I appreciate that, man.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate that. Really, really appreciate that. I'm still fine-tuning it too. You heard me? I'm still fine-tuning.
I love it. Till this day, every time you hear a Fiend rhyme, it's Fiend because it stands out.
Oh, man. Thank you. That's why I can't wait till you hear what I just sent you guys. This joint I just dropped tonight. It's a nice vibe, but this other one is just something, you hear some textures like, you know what I mean?
Gotcha. So one of my favorite parts about the music you make, from time to time, you end up singing a hook. So like, Heart of a Ghetto Boy is actually my favorite song that you've ever done. And like, it's like, I don't know, it's just you, and like you're not a singer by trade, but you're so melodic with it, and it just flows. So like what the first time you ever did that on a song, like what sparked the idea, and like what got you working up to do that?
Man, what made me think I could do this outside of the shower is the question. I don't know, man. You ever done something and it seemed right to you, and you know that it would seem to others may seem like, what you doing? Like, but you right.
Mm-hmm.
That's something what that is. You know what I'm saying? I can't really explain it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if that's the case, I'd be Luther Vandross or some shit here. But I'm not. I'm not a singer by trade, and I definitely don't. But I got something I hear it, man, and I want to express it that way, and it'll sound right for whatever that space is, and I do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trippy that you even asked that. I'm listening to this new project. I'm working on a couple of projects, and they did different textures. You know what I'm saying? Some is a little bit more, like you say, melodic, harmonizing the singing, and some is a little bit more just straight, just bars, and you know what I'm saying? Just some rapper shit. You hear me? So yeah, so look forward to that, my brother. You got some more.
No, absolutely. Now when I heard you singing on If I Ain't Got It with Silk, that gave me bravado to start singing myself.
See there? Yeah. That's crazy. I was thinking that, but didn't say it. You said it. That's hard.
Yeah, he's our resident singer on the podcast. He hits all the tunes for us.
That's what's up. You gotta give me your interpretation sometime soon. You know what I mean?
Listen, there'd be times I'd be walking down the street to this day, 20-some years later, just singing the hook from Heart of a Ghetto Boy. So that's
it.
Let's hear
it.
Here you go.
In the heart of a ghetto boy, you got a soldier that's ready to die. In the heart of a ghetto boy, if you ask him to live, he'll probably say why. In the heart of a ghetto boy.
Yeah, come on.
He'd be ready.
Be ready.
There you go.
Yeah, man. So we spoke with Mac, and he's a good friend of the podcast as well. And I see that New Orleans has a lot of love for New York City, with Mac attributing Nas as a heavy influence. What was the perception of New York City as a hip hop culture and just an environment to you and others around?
The culture of New York and hip hop to a New Orleanian like myself, is like this is what we learned and saw firsthand, an extension of jazz music and culture. You know what I'm saying? you guys had just did something special, and it showed us how to reuse a culture. You know what I'm saying? And make hip hop. You know what I mean? Like I told you, it started with the in my eyes, the Fat Boys, Run DMC, Crush Grooves, the B Street movies, you know what I'm saying? These were like, Marley Marl, Craig G, Steady B, Heavy D and the Boys, Stessa Sonic, BDP, you know what I'm saying? Like WA, like Kid and Play, like I just enjoyed it all. I loved it, man. And not knowing about a career. And those were my first encounters, watching Who's the Man, you know what I'm saying, with Ed Lover, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love my upbringing of hip hop, and some of the first impressions of it was from the East Coast, you know what I'm saying? So very, very grateful. You know what I mean? We call each other son at home. You know what I mean?
That's what's up.
Man.
Love it.
You know what I mean? Yeah, so it's love, man. I got a major love for New York and the East Coast upbringing for sure, bro.
That's wonderful, man. Hey, man, me and the Rev Barber, we from Queens, so everything you just said just touched our heart, man. That's love right there, man.
Love. That's love, bro. Like, man, I lived in New York for 4 years, you heard me?
Wow.
I'm down the Ruff Ryder.
Right, word.
Yes.
I was out working on something, and so I resided out there for 4 years, and it was a super dope experience, you know what I'm saying? That's why I kind of like compare my career almost like I went to No Limit Records University, and like I lived in New York for 4 years. Like I went and got like, my fucking masters or some shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like today doing something with my degrees, kind of, sort of, you know what I'm saying? Still doing something with my degrees, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I totally understand because, as I was doing my research, because, I'm huge into jet life. So, I'm super familiar, but like doing the backstory on you and like all the camps that you've been down with is like, yeah, I feel like, you're like Ray Allen, you're just like always like that one player that winning team needs, and just clutch from the corner with the three,
God is good. God is good. God is good. God is a glory, man. You heard me?
Yes, sir.
I am but a vessel, and I work so well with dope people. You know what I'm saying? And it's to be able to do that, 3 6 Mafia Headbusters, Ruff Ryders, you know what I'm saying? No Limit Records, Big Boy Records, you know what I'm saying? Like Jet Life.
Jet Life.
You feel me? You feel me? Like that, and I'm grateful. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like I've been able to gel with eras of music. You know what I'm saying? And we just getting to the nitty gritty, baby. You know what I'm talking about? We just getting it going, baby.
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. As a matter of fact, I wanted to ask you about the Posse Cuts with No Limit, because we asked Mac this question about the writing sessions. So how is it for you going in there? Are you going in there thinking I'm about to out rap everybody, or are you going in there thinking I'm just going to do the best I can for this song? What's your mentality getting on those records with Mystical, Snoop, P, Mia X, and all of them? What are you thinking when you are on a song with them?
First of all, doing these Posse Cuts like this, I'm thinking to myself, we're going to sound amazing together. Yeah. But I'm swinging my blade and I'm going to cut something.
Yeah.
I'm going to cut somebody, somebody get cut. I may miss them, but it might have been somebody, a spectator, while somebody get cut. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, yeah, on the competitive side, it feel like the dream team when doing stuff like that. We can't outdo the bigger outcome of us all together. But individually, I play my part to be that strong and carry my weight to, you know what I'm saying, to stand out, to be that one of one to make this work, you know what I'm saying, too,
Wonderful. Yeah, man.
One thing that I noticed No Limit was famous for is you open the CD and you see the booklet and it's like 30 albums coming soon, which I found to be pretty cool. I actually kept myself a little checklist. One thing that stuck out, and I forgot to ask Mac this when we had him on the show, but there was an advertisement in '98 for the Tank Dogs, which was supposed to be you, C Murder, Mac, and Snoop. And that album like never came. Did y'all ever record anything for that project?
That is a great question. The Tank Dog album, we may have recorded a few somethings. We didn't complete an entire album. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because just that lineup alone with the four of y'all, that would have been like fire. I don't think the world would have been ready for that.
We didn't get a chance to, but I gotta tell you this here though. Now after my experience, that's a project we would want to not be dated anyway.
Gotcha.
So I would say that you never know what the future may hold. Once Corey Miller touched home, you know what I'm saying, Mac already home. You know what I'm saying? Who's to say what we could do to give the people like just that time space we should be doing.
Gotcha.
Nice, dope.
Right.
Awesome. And one of my favorite things that I came across is that you held a toy drive during the time of the interview. I believe it was in 2013. You already had it 4 years going. Do you still continue to give toys to the children in the community? And how fun is it organizing an event for the children and families?
Yeah, man. Every year we do a toy drive. We started with a Christmas toy drive. We started with two cousins of mine, Journey and my cousin T Streets. And we were going to Conrad, a park in Holly Grove where we all grew up. My cousin T Streets grew up in another part of the 17. We're all from 17 Ward, though. We go by wards. Y'all go by boroughs, we go by wards. So we got together and Journey was like, yo, let's, help for some people for the holidays, right? So this is what our thing was we were going to do. This is just straight up what we did. We put together some money, right? Went to the stores and got all the toys we can get for the money that we had, right? I got Nesby Phipps to come DJ, right? He came out there to lend us his service and DJ. He playing Christmas tunes because that's how we grew up.
Nice.
We grew up on Christmas. We got the Christmas music and all the missiles. You know what I'm saying? And we got maybe some gumbo on the stove, or some type of food, and gifts, stuff like that. That whole vibe. So our whole thing was we was gonna give the people, a slice of how we grew up, for that day. So we got our little table for the toys. It wasn't a lot. We might have had 73 gifts. You feel me? People came out there, they lined up. We gave them some food, hot dogs, stuff off the grill, beef, not pork. You hear me? Gave the people a few things, some wings, hamburgers. I think we did a couple pieces. Nesby was on the ones and twos. And we gave the toys away. That started that one. Hey, by the next one, we gave out 2,000 toys.
That's awesome.
And this recent one we just did for 2021, collectively, we had 6,500 toys. And we split those in 3 organizations. You know what I'm saying?
That's beautiful.
Yeah,
man. I wish, because I run a barbershop and we give out free toys too, but we're not in the thousands yet. Hopefully, one day we'll get up there in the thousands.
For the record, these are donations of hard work from my cousin Journey, T Street, Indio, Energy, and Journey over there with Nord, and also over there with Conrad Park. That work in their relationships, getting this from radio program directors and radio personalities. Shout out to Wild Wayne that are reaching out to people in Gulfport, Mississippi, and they're like, "Yo, I heard you doing this. We want," you know what I'm saying. So these are people that are donating as well as with us pitching in. You know what I'm saying?
That's awesome.
I cannot take credit by myself. I have people helping me, and them let me help them.
Nice.
Beautiful. That's awesome. One thing I definitely want to ask you while you're here is what motivated you to get out of the streets hustling to become a full-time rapper and a CEO? Was there an immediate moment in your life where you were like, you know what, I'm done with this life. I'm going to take my talent and do this full-time? Was there something that happened that made you go that route?
Yeah, man, I feel like this America, so at some point in time, here and there, you're going to have to get your hands dirty. You know what I'm saying? Whether you're defending your home or defending you know, your loved ones, you know, take care of yourself. I don't care if you're digging dirt to lay plants, you know what I'm saying? You're going to have to get your hands dirty, you know what I'm saying? So I felt like I'm not passionate about this. I'm passionate about doing music.
Right.
And I felt like not being passionate, I enjoy making money, but how I was making it, you know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't passionate about how I was making it. If that makes sense to you, you feel me? Like
Absolutely.
Yeah. So my thing was I caught an opportunity, just blessed with a whole lot of people that pitched in. You hear me? And my brother had to be a deciding factor. My brother passed away. He introduced the guys that got me in the studio. That had to be a deciding factor. That's one thing I wanted to do. I pursued it, and I thought, like, if I didn't do nothing, I was going to keep my word to somebody that, you know, I just, of course, looked up to, respect to this day. And I think that had to be like a real deciding factor as a young guy, you know what I'm saying, that was already making a few dollars doing other stuff, you know what I'm saying?
That's real. Absolutely.
All right. So one thing I wanted to ask you, your first album, Won't Be Denied, it dropped on Big Boy. Could you just give us some insight on how you got hooked up with Big Boy Records and how Won't Be Denied came to be about?
Crazy how I got with Big Boy Records, right? Crazy. Devious, Musa, Mellow Fellow, Country. These are guys I run with my brother introduced me to that allowed me to get in the studio. Yeah. Devious and Musa, Mellow Fellow's the DJ. We all chums, we all friends, all brothers, you feel me? I had got an opportunity to submit a intro for a popular radio personality on Q93 in New Orleans. That would be like a big radio personality like Flex, you know, et cetera. You know what I'm saying? So he was our guy, you know what I'm saying, that had the airwaves, and he allowed me to do an intro for his show. Say his show was between 6 and 10. I'd be rapping, talking about him, talking about me, you know, 6 to 10, you know, call it, you heard me, like shit like that, right? So he allowed me to turn in an intro for his show. Devious produced the intro, right, on the EPS 16 Plus. You heard me? Produced the intro beat. Him and his business partner, Mellow Fellow. I rapped over the beat, laid it down, got it mixed. As a kid, wasn't even thinking about that, bro. Paying for mixing, you know what I'm saying? You heard me? These guys looked out for me. Got that joint mixed. Let's say I recorded it on a Tuesday. I turned it to the radio station on a Wednesday. They might have played it Wednesday night. Thursday, they played it. I had a meeting with a label. Friday, I was in the studio, signed to Big Boy Records. After they heard me, right? If you heard somebody at 3, they coming like that. You heard me, motherfuckers? They was getting signed, you know, you heard me like that, right? So I had a meeting with Big Boy Records, Charles Temple, Chuck, and my cousin J-Dog. He's a artist in a group, Black Menace. They were doing it before I was, from my neighborhood, Black Menace. J-Dog and Threat, Black Menace, you heard me, and DJ Jazz, the DJ. So he set up a meeting for me to meet Chuck, right? They playing my shit on the intro on the radio, bro. You heard me? I'm on the radio, fam. The one time the city, you know, it's like who is that? You heard me? And they heard me, and I met with homie, and that was that. He heard me, and then I look at the end, how ironic of the end of the song. I said, like, you couldn't define me, want to dime me, nor could you. Something, but I'm free like the wind, so who want to sign me, right? Right? Mm-hmm. So I'm basically like asking for a job or some shit. You feel me? Like, so they sit me in the studio. I got a studio with their producer that they was working with by the name of Precise, DJ Precise. Leroy Edwards, you heard me? I know I'm making a short story long, but bear with me.
No, take your time. Oh.
We here for it.
We hear you.
I get the studio, appreciate you. I get a studio with him, at Sound Service, a studio in the East. I ain't never been in a studio like this. Oh, I did go to studio with Devis and them. While Devis was working on some stuff with Precise as well. Precise was that guy. He was working with Devis at one session. Now, like, they got me in the studio with him just to go be a fly on the wall, bro. With thinking of signing me, right? Thinking of signing me, right? So we hanging out. We like showing me the office type shit. You feel me? Like, come check it over here. You heard me? Like, come. So I'm in there, homie, working on a beat. I'm on the wall like this here, you know, and the bass guitarist was he was messing with Sice, and he went to playing this lick. It went boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? So homie like, okay, do that. He put some drums on it, right? I'm leaning on the wall. I'm just a fly on the wall, bro. Like just here. And I'm like, I want to say, I'm the baddest motherfucker alive. He said, hold on, what you said, man? I said, I'm the baddest motherfucker alive. He said, man, hold on 1 second. He got on the phone. Hey, Sporty T, man, what's up, man? It's Sice. Yeah, I know I'm in a session for you, working on a track for you tonight, and you working tonight. But the first beat I did, you mind if I use that? I got something I want to do with that with this artist. Oh, man, it's all good, man. Y'all do y'all thing, bro. It's all good. I'll see you later. Boom. Right? Son, he put me in the booth. They 2-tracked that as they were making it. I made a single called The Baddest Motherfucker Alive. A week later, I had a video on the fucking box. I was already a fucking star at home, bro. You heard me? I had a commercial they shot that was on the box all day, every day. This was the song. This was the single. I'm the baddest motherfucker alive. And little did people know, I think Cash eventually got it. Me and my people, Damon, talk about this all the time. I was talking that shit. All follow me. Word on the street, I got a quarter key. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this was like real shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like within my family or whatever, you know, whatever, you feel me? And I remember meeting Juvie at Skip. And Juvenile was running it one day, and he was talking about, I heard about you before I ever met you because of your brother. You know, your brother was out here doing X, Y, and Z, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, to this day, like, and that song, bro, I blew up locally like this. I rapping. Did an intro, label heard it, got in there, listened to the track that wasn't mine, laid the vocals, video went on the box, it was over with. Baddest motherfucker alive, Fiend. It was over, bro. It was over. That was that. It was that. Boom. It was the baddest. It was over, bro. It was over. Like, honestly. And I was solidified within my city as a serious artist, and who is this person? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you know, yeah, bro. You know.
Nice. Yeah, I heard about that was your first single, if I'm not mistaken. I know Musa had a hand in it, and Kane and Abel, and I believe Mia X was around. Didn't you go grocery shopping with her during that time?
Yeah, so everybody was working, like, you heard me, Kane and Abel. They were working under a different name with another company. They was working with some accountants. These brothers, these are some accountants, some player shit, man. They had a big player-ass crib in this area of the city. You feel me? Only you got to have a few dollars to be over there. You know what I'm saying? And they had Cain and Abel when they went by another name, and they was working on some shit. And I was vibing with them, writing, chilling, working on music. And they eventually caught a business opportunity to do something with No Limit, and I was working with them. So it had to happen. Mia had heard the single "The Baddest Motherfucker Alive," and she got a mutual friend of ours named Corey Bush. We call him Bush. You heard me? Corey came and got me and set up a little meeting for me and Mia. She was grocery shopping. Felt like I was on some mafia shit or something. She grocery shopping, and I go, he bring me into the store. I go meet up with her in the mix of shopping. It felt like some mafia shit, son. She was like, yeah, so it's good to meet you. And when to talk shit, I want to put you on my album. I like you. And this other guy, I put you on a song, this guy named Mac. So me and Mac, we already knew each other, but I don't know if she knew we knew each other. We got on the song, and she brought us out there to No Limit Studios, No Limit Records, and we did that joint. and that was major. And Ken Abel had me on something. And then the people who I was working with eventually was able to work out some business to when I can collab on my first album on No Limit. But the first steps was doing Don't Fuck Around on the Bout It soundtrack. That kind of really like put the nail in the coffin on making the deal official. You know what I'm saying?
Awesome. I like that. Speaking of that album from No Limit, there's one in every family. How did it feel to get that plaque? Because I'm looking at it like today with the downloads and the streamers. At the time, during that era, I looked at it as like a team and you're getting that championship ring. So how did it feel for you personally to get that plaque?
To get that plaque, man, going platinum, gold, and being involved with over 85 million records. So it all felt overall as a big win for us all. But that one, it felt pretty good. It felt pretty good, man. Like I didn't get out my top with it. It just felt good, and I was ready to get back to work. You know what I'm saying? It was more therapeutic than anything to get this stuff off my chest and get this shit off, you know what I mean, and be working with steps to taking care of my mom, my sister, my mom, with something I love to do and make money from it. But like that as a young artist is always something like you kind of got to find your way. It going gold and shit, like, I don't recall, you know what I'm saying? It was like, yeah, you went gold, you know what I'm saying? Okay, cool. Hey, man, you're platinum. You know what I'm saying? For sure. I don't think it just go back to work. I never, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
so,
right.
You know, forgive me, I ain't trying to be nonchalant. I'm just keeping it funky. Like, I don't recall a gold party, a platinum party, or I'm about to take off, I'm about to go fly. This is my platinum trip. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just was just kind of get back to work.
Right, right.
You know,
that's that tourist mentality. That's that bull, man. Just keep going.
Bruh.
I'm with you.
Right, that's crazy, bro. I don't think nobody ever asked me that.
Yeah.
Wow. Crazy.
Nah, Fiend. I still got my copy, so much respect. So
it is.
Right. Yes,
nah, I appreciate that. Let me ask you. So Beats by the Pound, and I asked Mac this question when he was here with us. Who was your did you have a favorite member of the Pound to work with production wise, or did you enjoy them all equally?
Beats by the Pound, enjoy working with them equally. I just worked more with KL. I worked more with KL because we traveled more from one city to the next to go to work. And we just probably was just that locked in. But I equally, bro, I did great things, great music, and have a mutual respect for and brotherhood with all of them. Craig B, Moby, just was on the phone with him the other day. Odell, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Yeah, KL, we like, you know, we guys that got fish tanks and shit. Like, you know, we got a lot of common interests. You know what I'm saying? So me and Kate, you know, and I go golfing with me and my son. In his backyard is the golf course in our neighborhood.
Okay, wow. That's pretty cool.
Awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, it's my dog. All of my guys, but I equally got something special out of them being in the studio individually. Like I got Streets Ain't Safe from Craig B, and Baddest Alive, and Who Got That Fire, and then I got stuff like Live Me Long, and KL and Down South Slang. Like me and KL would go to his car and go ride the LSU campus and go to Raising Cane's, listening to this shit in his Impala when them shits first came out with the sound, you know, and to testing these joints out before they got to the world, you know what I mean? So it was a little different. Me and Moby might go out like a club or go to another city, 45 minutes, Lafayette, go hang out, and then come back another day and think in the studio, you know what I'm saying? So it's just crazy, man. Like, guys all uniquely just, you know, Odell with Only Fuck With a Few. And what else he produced on? He played on Leave Me Alone. I think he played on Leave Me Alone too. But yeah, bro, made monstrous jams with all these guys, bro, and got some new shit coming with them too soon, bro.
Nice.
Dope,
That's
dope.
gonna be dope. So you have tremendous reach from New Orleans, and you've done a lot of records and a lot of business with some household names. Is there any OG MCs that you didn't get a chance to build with musically that you'd like to?
Man, I would love to work with some of my OGs. You know, I wouldn't mind getting some production from Marley Marl, some production from Premier. Shit, I wouldn't mind having a song produced by Puff Daddy. You know what I'm saying? Maybe an EP. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm still a guy that like to make contributions to hip hop. Because I feel like the more great records we make, the more it gives an extension of life.
Nice. That's what's up.
You know?
Some good names there.
Yeah, that's awesome. One of your projects.
Non-rap wise, Stevie Wonder, Sade, Jamiroquai, Maze, Frankie.
Jamiroquai.
You know what I'm saying?
You had me with Sade, man. I wanted that.
Yeah, you know, just putting it out there. You know what I'm saying? Tribe Called Quest, Dr. Dre. What the fuck? Minahan Street Band. Minahan Street Band, Budo's Band. Daptone Records. Respectfully. Man, we'll make something crazy for music. Like, oh my God, son.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, putting it out in the air. We definitely want to hear all those, man. Absolutely.
Yeah.
One thing I wanted to ask you was about the rockumentary, the Can I Burn project.
Hey.
I actually saw some footage. You know, it showed you in the booth. It showed you doing shows and everything like that. And what I wanted to know is, what did you want the fans to learn from that? Because a lot of artists, you know, they open up and they show, okay, this is how the process, this is how it is with touring and everything like that. So what did you want the people to see from that type of project?
What I wanted the people to see from Can I Burn, the documentary, was this amazing fan base, this amazing support of music that everyone can't see because of technology at that point. You didn't have to wait till I was on the show or I was on the next big rap documentary. You know what I'm saying? Documentary. You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't have to wait till then to check me out. You know, you can see your you can see this for yourself. St. Louis, how these fans, how the fans are taking toward us. You didn't have to wait to these big old documentaries. You know what I'm saying? And I thought that was kind of dope. I had 2 girls doing my backups on stage, helping me on stage. Man, that shit was dope. I ain't never seen that done since. You heard me? I was on tour with Mercedes Lexus. And we was going so hard, they was doing my backups. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, what? That shit was hard, bro. That's what I wanted, to see how people love somebody that you support. You couldn't see that. The fans couldn't see that. You could talk about it, but you really couldn't see that. You couldn't tweet. You couldn't go on somebody's direct message. You couldn't, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, you couldn't connect a community outside your neighborhood and a show of knowing that y'all equally love this artist or this person socially aware it is, you know, or your favorite artist. Did you know your favorite artist love this artist? Your favorite artist love this person's favorite artist. Did you know your favorite artists are friends? Did you know this guy made something out of nothing? You know what I'm saying? This dude here, this guy here influenced Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne used to write his lyrics down, bro. Just think about it, man. Like, you know, like, what the fuck? You know, this nigga, he's like one of the absolute best people to do it, and I don't know what part of the century to even call it. You know what I'm saying? And he's responsible for us getting the Drakes, the niggas. Bro, I'm grateful, bro. I'm a vessel. I'm a bridge. You hear me? Like, just to not only to be able to influence, but to vibrate high enough to make some dope vibes. You know what I'm saying? That I'm still here, but like, that's dope, bro. Like, that's just dope, you know, to exist in hip hop and something like that and to make a career. Like, I feed myself off of it. Like, right? And I'm embraced, and people see that there's options to be cool like that person instead of be an asshole like this one. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's for each his own. So, you know, I went all over with that, but that's I want to express that.
Oh, that was dope, man. Thank you for that.
It was beautiful. Yes. It's building a community within the community. That's what it's for.
Bro, somebody did it for me, bro. Somebody let me see it. Somebody let me see how to handle myself. Somebody let me see what not to do. Ice Cube been married 32 years, bro. Respectfully. You know what I mean? Like, they may not be all over TV for what they have accomplished on other sides of their life, you know, but seeing a Snoop Dogg let me know it's okay to be married and be a rock star. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like, yeah, bro, like I see it differently. I would love to tell the world how I saw it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I saw it up close, but not so bad. Life happens to us all, but I saw it from a not so bad perspective and ended up working with some of my biggest idols. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I got a whole nother look at this shit, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Grateful, bro.
Sir.
Grateful.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dope. So another classic I still got my copy of is Street Life. So right there in the physical.
Wow.
Yeah, man. I keep the records, but my question to you, because that album is a far different sound and a far different vibe than there's one in every family. From the sound of the beats to the subject matter to even you didn't have that many features on Street Life. Was that all like intentional by design, or were you were you in a different headspace when you made that project?
Street Life is the first album turned into No Limit. Like, here, let's put this out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I
was definitely in a different space, not necessarily by choice, but it was a lot of different things going on. And like you just said, Taurus, I'm gonna keep working, I'm gonna keep pushing, you know. Mm-hmm. And it was an album that was personal enough to make me want to step up. And I was hearing that we was putting out, each of our projects was like compilations. So I wanted to kind of break that stereotype of us. So I wanted more of an album that was like, wow, that artist is an artist. You know, he don't have 50 features on there, you know what I'm saying? Not to say that that's a bad thing, especially if you're making some jamming ass music, but I was just hearing that about us. That's no different than if, you know, they say, I don't think you can bench press 305, you know what I'm saying? You know, I was like, yeah, put that on. I'm going to do this one time for us. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to turn that in like that. And that was. And I got with Beats by the Pound. It was a more personable album. I went to Europe for the first time with Snoop on tour. And I just saw the world was a ghetto, man. And I saw a lot of things I just didn't value as much, you know, sometimes like jewelry and shit. Like I just had a different outlook, you know what I'm saying? And I humbled myself going across the border somewhere in Germany, and they had to lock us up on the back of the tour bus because it was some racist parts, really, really racist, highly racist parts. And I guess evidently could end up bad. So they locked us in the back of the tour bus and just told people that they just had like band instruments and stuff that they was just bringing on a tour or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Told us to be quiet, you know what I'm saying? Just be quiet, don't say nothing, you know what I'm saying? And grateful to this day. I don't know what that looked like outside there for that moment because I was locked up in the back of the bus. And this ain't no 1960 shit, bro. This is 1999. You know? So, yeah, man. So that was that, bro. And that made me do street life, you know, Heart of a Ghetto Boy, Waiting on God, War for Reason. It made me, you know what I'm saying, go into the spaces where I was at, and I had the production and the assistance of people to hear me out, to express that. You know, some people that took it personal, you know, Craig B saying, man, I hear this sample. I want to reproduce it for you, man. And my brother gonna play saxophone. I'm like, word. So he gave me Heart of a Ghetto Boy. I'll never forget this. He dropped the original instrumental on cassette for me, or gave me the original cassette, and I went in my truck and I was listening to it while he was working on it to read like an interpolation of it. That's crazy. I'm gonna go in the truck right to the original till you get their interpolation of this, of your, you know what I'm saying? His brother can lead the sax, and we knocked the Heart of a Ghetto Boy. We acting bad. I was paying for, we executive produced that project ourselves. Me and Beats Battle Pound. I remember buying studio time in Patchwork when it was like one little room, 2 rooms, some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's another thing that showed us something special about ourselves, that we had executive potential working as artists and producers then that we would have never known. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
yeah.
right.
So, yeah.
That's what's up. So you've been on a lot of squads, elite ones at that. When it comes to Posse Cuts, any squad members in any camp that made you bring your hard hat when it came to writing a record?
All those, because of all those different labels, made me want to come with it. And shit, they all were legends themselves. They all were unique themselves. They already were hard hitters. They wasn't planning. They was gonna swing and gonna cut something as well. So yeah, but I enjoyed all the Posse Cuts. I wish the people would have got more joints from me and the Locks.
Yeah,
You know?
that'd be dope.
Oh yeah. No question. No question. That, yeah, I mean, that would have crazy.
Yeah, I really wanted the people to get some of that on the Ruff Ryders joints. What's up, Keith? Yeah, I really wanted them to get, what up, Sage? What's up, baby? I really wanted them to get more stuff like that. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Man. What's up, baby? Good to see you. Nah, I was sitting down. Oh, okay. I'm right here. So yeah. Yeah, we turned the project, and it had been done before neither. And that also let me know I could handle my business if P wanted to play ball full time. Like, you heard me, like I would step up for real, because he had already told me. Then he was like, I'm gonna need you to step up. You want a water? Okay. So he was like, I need to step up. So I went on, and you know, that was the album. I started working on doing more hooks and things for people, projects and stuff. But yeah, that's one thing I would have loved. Ruff Ryder, some more Ruff Ryder Posse Cuts would have been ill. The No Limit Posse Cuts, crazy. Headbusters, Fiend, 36 Mafia, crazy. Fiend, Iron Gang, Jet Plane, you know what I'm saying? Meat Spitter, Fendi P. You feel me? Trademark, Roddy, Smoke Dizzer. You heard me, Wiz, you heard me? Chevy Woods, Larry June, Jay Worthy. You know where I'm going here. You know what I'm saying? I love the Posse Cuts too.
As you mentioned, Nesby Phipps, man, that's a voice, Phipps. A nice voice, nice orchestra between you and him. You guys both have a really nice, distinct voice.
Appreciate that. We're working on a project right now. He sent me 2 tracks. I was knocking out these 3 projects, so I'm gonna get these done. Then I'm gonna go visit those joints because a Jones and a Nesby Phipps is mandatory.
Yeah.
I like that. Earlier, you mentioned about the Headbusters. So I was like, back in 2003, looking at a project like that, that's a game changer. That's revolutionary because, you know, we've seen people from different regions do songs together, but to do a whole album together, you and 36 Mafia, what made you guys decide to create that project?
What made me, 36 Mafia and myself want to do the project, I think my gut feeling is Musa saying maybe you should see if y'all could do a project together, or maybe y'all should do some songs or work. I think he might have said, man, what if y'all did a project together? Maybe, you know what I'm saying? We went at New Orleans, right? Crazy. And he was like, let's just go pull up on him. We went pulled up on him. After the concert, we're like, okay, for real, let's do that. All right, let's do that. Fuck it. You hear me? Man, that might have been Saturday. Came Monday, we supposed to be in the studio, right?
Mm-hmm.
Monday, they was busy doing something, right? Tuesday, I showed up in Memphis. You hear me? I remember the code to get in the parking lot of the studio. Type the code in on the outside, the fence open in the parking lot. This is like, you know, your family. I'm in the parking lot. I said, Paul, I'm in the parking lot, man. Let's get this album going, bro. We got to do this shit. Paul pulled up and said, say, bro, and you in the fence. I still know the code to this day.
Wow.
That boy said, he said, bro, you my brother. I love you, dog. In this briefcase, I got some tracks I'm saving for the Unbreakables. You can get all these beats right now so we can go work on this project. And I'm going to tell you a fun fact. People don't know that I produce. Paul offered the chance of me producing the whole project.
Wow.
I said, nah, dog. Me on y'all production is going to be fucking crazy. I'm going to produce one track on here. It's called Hands on You. And y'all produce the rest. I said, I'm going to produce one single. And sure as I said, we made it a single too, like a third, fourth single, some shit. But yeah, man. And I made the head bust. Did the project in 3 days, man. Crazy.
Nice. Nah, that project. Wow. I was listening to that the other day. I said, yo, this is the one, man.
All of it. Too hard, bro.
Yeah.
Fiend, I gotta ask you, man. So like around 2001, I'm just, you know, randomly listening to music, and you pop up on Jadakiss album, and you was on the Ruff Ryder compilation. So I gotta ask you, like, how did you hook up with Ruff Ryders, and do you have any DMX stories that you might be able to share?
How I got Ruff Ryders is that in the I was doing well, but my fans, you know, my diehard fans really wanted me to be big, huge, you know, wanted my shit to be huge, my releases. I was comfortable eating as an independent, putting out Can I Burn, Go Hard or Go Home, stuff like that. But the fans is like, you know, it's not being promoted as big as they got this from their family. But they got street life.
Right.
So Ruff Ryder was open-minded. Wendy Day had a great work relationship with DNY from Ruff Ryders. Wendy Day at the time was assisting me as management. And she was like, I know these guys, let me just reach out. What the hell? You know what I'm saying? So she reached out and she said that you can either be rich or you want to be famous. And I told her, well, I'd rather just be rich. And she said, this is true. And you could just keep doing this independently yourself. You know, you're making good money, you know. Then she said, but your fans, you know, they want you to be bigger, you know. And I was like, yeah, at the time, like, you know, my fans, and I guess myself too, I wanted that big bang for the fans, you know what I'm saying? I did one that Family Street Life. Was like, what can we, you know, can we really, really take it to? So everything ended up working out good, ended up getting with Ruff Ryders. And Y came down and we met each other, sat down. It so happened I had a big ass bully in the yard, you heard me? And they was into the dogs. I brought them into the yard and let my dog loose, man. Well, I got stiff like a statue. I said, it's my dog Gumbo right here, you heard me? He from the West Coast too. No, not him. But I just Gumbo. He like, man, that's a beautiful dog. We went to talking and we just hit it off. Bro. You know what I'm saying? He had leadership qualities I can identify, you know what I'm saying, from seeing my brother and other cats that wasn't scared to pursue their dreams, you know what I'm saying? So, and I love them collectively as a family, you know what I'm saying? The Deans, man, I call them my favorite Deans, you heard me? Love them, bro. Love them, bro. They made me turn my hustle up more. I got in New York, and believe it or not, bro, I was producing a little bit more all my shit my Ruff Ryder album I was recording, not necessarily by choice. I was producing a lot of my own stuff. Swiss was throwing me some beats. You know what I'm saying? Swiss was throwing me some beats, but to be able to work with him, I wasn't able to work with him like I really, really wanted to. I don't know if I didn't just take advantage of it because I wasn't flowing over East Coast beats like I'm able to now, like today. I was stubborn and stuck on a Southern sound without knowing it was a Southern sound, and a lot of the beats I end up hearing on like a Styles album or Eve album, you know what I'm saying? Damn, I heard that track, yeah, I played that track, right? And I'm listening how they flew, and I'm like, oh yeah, they sound dope on that bitch, right? But I don't think I was there to know, man, you crazy, you can rap on anything. You know what I'm saying? You can rap on anything. And that something snapped. Once I got with my Jet Life family full time, something snapped. And I realized, like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? So now them same beats, oh, Swiss, hell, that's your boy. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like it's all, I had to fall in love with hip hop all over again. I need to get Giandre downstairs. Hold on one second. The camera guy, I don't want him to go nowhere. He was downstairs. But Ruff Ryder was a hell of a move. It made me turn my hustle up a whole lot. It really, really made me turn my hustle up a whole lot. You know, me and Jada and Styles Sheik were real cool. I really got along with everybody. I said, me and Kiss talked about me producing. Well, I would tell him I should have produced the whole album for him, just on some solid Southern shit and just some Southern version of hip hop.
Right. And I know you did What You Ride For on that album. I know you produced that.
Right.
As far as you doing East Coast sounding beats, I know you did Iron Chef with Cooking Soul. I know they're from Spain, but they have a heavy East Coast influence. So you definitely did your thing there. I did want to ask, as far as those pit bulls, none of them look like a German Shepherd in the tank, as your dad once joked about that. I remember you were telling that story. So being that you're going on 3 decades plus in the game, what inspires you to make fresh new material?
My bad, y'all. What inspires me, I still love making music. I still love making, I'm pushing the culture, you know what I mean? I'm just somewhere else, man. Like, my kids inspire me, my wife inspired me, a beautiful woman inspired me, art pieces inspire me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. Like, I think I was put here to make music for one, right? I was put here to make music for one, but I feel like there's work that's not done. There's a million or more people that need to attach themselves to this vibe and know it's okay to be like this vibe. You know what I'm saying? I think every dope person needs theme music. And I think that's what that's why I got on my IG Lights narrator. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like, just match your fly somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And like, it's okay to be dope and to single yourself out. You know what I mean? That's why my clothing brand, Sleepy Bears, are koala. Koala bears are extinct. Cool people are extinct. You know what I'm saying? Like Gary Vee would say, it's a misinterpretation that good guys don't get a shitload of money and get the bad girls. You know what I'm saying? That's a lie. That's a lie, man. I know some good rich motherfuckers out here. You know what I'm saying? Some good. You hear me? So I want to bring that back to the table. You feel me?
Right.
I want to bring that back to the table. I feel like that's why I transcended with this International Jones vibe. I'm still be able to tap into music. And when my diehard Fiend fans want something, if I could tap into that vibe too, I'd do it. But it just won't be, we're just not going to be knocking heads off purposeless. You know what I'm saying? We're still going to be on our wall for reason shit. You know what I'm saying? We got bigger fish to fry out here. You heard me?
I got you. And it's interesting you mentioned that, because that's the last question I want to ask you. What's the difference between Fiend and International Jones?
The difference between Fiend and International Jones, Fiend come out the house and question, just letting that bitch ring. International Jones would like to assess the situation to know we won before we even showed up.
That's great.
It's growth. It's a ghetto boy. You know, we all seen everything, but what it was like if Tupac was still here making music. You know, what it'd be like if Biggie was still here making music as a father and married.
Right.
You know, like, not to say I'm those gentlemen, just saying like the textures of rebelliousness and player cool shit and reality music of a tone that you can grow with. You know, big homie music without preaching to you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's yeah. You know, if Bob is still making music today, I really want to reach and push myself to express some of those same narratives of some of those great people I've named. What if Marvin was still here? You know what I mean? Yeah. So like, you know, it's a thought. You know, Curtis.
Right.
You know, I feel like International Jones is like Louis Armstrong Horn if it could rap. Or like listening to the Neville Brothers in the trap.
I like that.
Gotcha. So the last thing I want to touch on before we wrap it up, you've been releasing music weekly, each of the last couple of weeks, and your newest song just actually dropped tonight as we recording this. Talk to us about 2 nights in Vegas.
Man, 2 nights in Vegas. Shout out to RJ2, One Night, King. Shout out to Team T, Cherie Baby, Sydney Lene. I got good people, man, good vibes, and I got with these people. I went out there to shoot a video, but for some reason, after I checked in, I just wanted to jump in the studio. I jumped in the studio at 7 p.m. and walked out that bitch to 11:45 a.m. And I knocked out 3 joints, and I just couldn't believe it. So what I did was like, I'm about to just share the vibe, and we're gonna start releasing music every week, a new joint every week, Thursday at 8 p.m. every week until 2023.
Dope.
Yeah, I want to just add some to the content. I want to contribute to hip hop, and I want to find audiences to perform this fly shit to them, you know, and do this yearly, and learn new crypto things with cool people like me and mine, and make money and make new memories with dope people like, you know, we've been doing for the last 11, 12 years, newly in this new digital world, social media world, you know what I'm saying? Twitter, IG, as such like that, you know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. Ladies and gentlemen, we've had the pleasure of talking with former Ruff Ryder, No Limit artist, Fiend. Fiend.
Former Ruff Ryder, No Limit, Big Boy Records, FDE, you know what I'm saying? Headbusters, 36 Mafia affiliate, Jet Plan I Gang. Peace, gentlemen. I appreciate everybody. We'll get the new project is available right now. Fiend Fiend, 2 nights in Vegas. Produced entirely by RJ2, Raphael J2. You heard me? Featuring Sydney Lene and T. Cherie Baby. You heard me? Fuck with your boy. But one of me, bro. Let's get it why it's love. You feel me? It's big vibrations, gentlemen. It ain't for me, it's for us. You dig?
Absolutely.
That's what's up.
And let me know what y'all feel. Give me some feedback. It's 2 vibes. Check them out. Hit my DM, whatever. Follow y'all, whatever. Hit me up. Let me know what to do.
Absolutely. Fiend, before you go, would you mind doing giving us a drop?
Of course.
Yeah, it's just
Which one on drop?
if you could just just say something to the effect of, hey, this is Fiend, you're listening to the Rap Lab podcast.
I got you.
Appreciate you, my brother.
Oh, good, man. Check us out. You rolling that fucking stinking ass backwood. You're now tuned into Rap Lab podcast. You heard me? With 3 of the chillers homies in there, bitch. Play no games. Your man Jet Plan Iron Gang Jones. Fiend. Shot. Yeah, man. 1030 is your neighborhood hero. Jones. Blue.
Yeah, appreciate you, Fiend. It's been a pleasure, my man.
Hey man, appreciate y'all. Check out the project. Give me some feedback.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir. Huge honor. Thank you, sir.